There are very positive changes recently that we should celebrate. First is, despite recent and current events, in particular in the political arena, and in particular in a very big country to the north of Mexico, I cannot remember exactly what is happening there, but there are some changes in the political arena right now. I do believe the rising public climate concerns open an incredible window of opportunity for change. So we need to take advantage of this window of opportunity. Second, as we all know, there has been huge progress in prices for renewable energy, and I feel that we may have crossed the barrier and they can no longer be stopped since their prices have decreased so much. Look at this. Today, solar prices, for instance, are about 90% cheaper than 10 years ago. I was Secretary of Energy 2003, 2004, a long time ago, not too much, but anyway, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, and the point is, when we were talking about solar energy, wind energy, everybody said it like a naive proposal of the minister, like a naive dream, like a philanthropic issue, whatever. No, it is not. Now it's a real business. As His Eminence said, the President and Director of Mazar said a few minutes ago, the price of kilowatt hour is roughly 3 cents. It was the same here in the Emirates, was the price of the bid in Mexico, was the price in Chile. Look at this. Through 2016 only, we saw auctions in different places, breaking records for the lowest cost of renewable one after the other. The record by the end of this year, the last year, was almost 40% lower than the price at the beginning of the year. That's a change. And moreover, it is increasingly clear that there are many other business opportunities arising from the transition towards clean energy sources. And that is exactly what we call the new climate economy. That it is possible to get real business and profits and at the same time to reduce carbon emissions. And that is good for societies, governments, and companies. And that's the reason several of those 100 of the exhibitors here are looking for those investment opportunities, because today the real change is doing the right thing. Reducing carbon emissions could provoke do very well, meaning I'm talking about businesses. Well, according to a report just published by the Business and Sustainable Development Commission, now these days in Davos, pursuing sustainable development could open up a $12 trillion opportunity. $12 trillion opportunity by 2030. And that is just in 4 areas: energy, cities, agriculture, and health. Businesses and investors are realizing the scale of the transition. Look at this, it's quite impressive. During the third quarter of 2016, only 3 months, gigawatts of solar power was installed. More than 4 gigawatts of solar power were installed in the US. 4 gigawatts. That is equivalent to connect one home in the United States every 11 seconds. Every 11 seconds in the US. So major companies like Unilever, Coca-Cola, and PepsiCo have joined the Tropical Forest Alliance 2020, committed to reduce deforestation. So businesses that lead the transition will do better. Look the case of Tesla. It's not a bright idea to have electric vehicles. The point is Tesla is making profits. So the capital value of Tesla is several times the capital value of GM or Ford company, or other companies making mistakes, not investing in the right places like Mexico. But the point is, there are real business in renewable energy and electric vehicles. You can pick any other examples. I'm not talking about only industry or transportation. Look at this. In developing countries, forests, plantations. You want to plant teak, for instance, in Mexico. At least the rate of return of teak plantations in Mexico is above 12% a year. So you can get money and at the same time see carbon on the ground. Nevertheless, politicians cannot leave everything to businesses and multilateral organizations. We still need more ambitious political commitment from all national actors. You know, if there is no political willingness in the leadership in one single country, there is no progress. There is no success. We need political willingness and real commitment from the leadership, from the top of the pyramid of power. So there are many leaders that are not yet aware of the huge economic opportunities in this transition and how important it is for the globe to change right now. We need to spread the word and persuade those people that it is not only in their human interest to prevent climate change, to mitigate climate change, it is also in their economic self-interest to join the transition. It is not only about how to reduce the threats of climate change, it's about how to build a stronger economy everywhere. It's about how to alleviate poverty. And it's about how to increase the number of jobs everywhere. There is a huge discussion, for instance, in the United States, talking about the political presidential campaign, the past campaign. Talking about the number of jobs threatened in the coal mining. And yes, we need to design a fair transition for all those workers. But look at this. In the coal mining, there are less than 70,000 jobs. You know how many jobs have been created in solar energy in the United States? More than 200,000. 200,000 vis-a-vis 70,000 in the coal mining. So the new economy is there, the new jobs are there, and we need to create and to foster the new economy instead to stop and blocking what is happening everywhere. So we also need to spread the message that we need to create the right policies, the right economic incentives, the right signals to the market. That those that set the right incentives for different actors. This will be particularly important to steer the world away from coal. If we need to be pragmatic, we can prioritize. We need to move away from coal everywhere.